Hello, good black sheeple. It's Mr. E dialing in live from Denver, Colorado to me, recorded to you, of course. I have got 4 decks with me today. We have transitioned in our BS reports. It's number 162 on the 18th of May. This is the 514 clarifying deck. Pretty interesting deck. It's got different photograph on each card, so you can use that as an oracle deck as well. Then I've got the 514 Tarot. It's the exact same deck we had before, a few new characters in there, and then we've got the Wisdom Oracle. And every day what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Lunacy Guide of the Black Sheep, which is one of our new decks, and it is the wisdom, the very basic wisdom from our Lunar Empowerment course. It's part of our online school. So today is the day 28 of the lunar cycle. We're about to have a new moon in Taurus, and our idea for today is I am transparent in all my ways. I am transparent. So right now, while the moon goes dark and gets between the Earth and the Sun, we have this alignment, and this is the most powerful time of manifesting. It's not like we're going to manifest right now necessarily, but this crease, the way the alignment of and the polarity sort of dissipates in the alignment of this, of what happens to us every 28, 29 days, everything that we're thinking and feeling goes in like a vacuum into the universe. So right now it's time to be really, really conscious of what we're thinking and feeling. And it's a time to be still and rest at the end of the lunar cycle. It's a time to be still and rest. So each day I'm going to come up with a little message and get you guys inspired, perhaps. Of course, it inspires me. I love what I do. If you'd like to participate, we're starting this whole new program now where people are going to have access to how to teach a 5-suited tarot game, because we are looking for new outcomes in our world. And right now, if we look out into the world and we take it too seriously, or we believe what we see, then it's going to distress us. And what we want to do with these cards, this card game, is to turn all the ideas we have about suffering and about division and separation back into the proper vision of how we have the capacity to see in our life. We have the capacity to see something totally different, and in that create a new earth. It's our vision. It is the creative aspect that connects us to our true purpose. And we are all collectively looking at, and you think about where we put our attention. And that's what I'm saying to you about the new moon. Right now, it's vital to put your attention into things that make you feel good. Just feel good. That's really all we have to do. Everything works out when you feel good. And wow, this is really an interesting read. I will tell you that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Cards flying all over the place. Anyway, we have this school. If you'd like to participate, if you'd like to learn to read 5-suited tarot, I would love that. And it will change your life. It will make you, it will give you access to a new way of seeing the world. So our read today is our central theme, is about a message of compassion. The pages in the deck are the ones that carry the messages, and being clarified by morality. See, that's the Queen of Daggers underneath, so morality. So somebody's got a message, perhaps there's an incoming message, but the whole read is around communication. And the Page of Cups is about compassionate communication. So morality, the Queen of Daggers will say there is no such thing. We make up heaven or hell in any given moment. But there might be some person, situation in the background that is going to bring you a message of compassion about maybe perhaps something that was good or bad, needs correction, who knows. The next card that comes out, whoops, it's not that one, it's this one, is the Two of Wands. Well, the Two of Wands is a hot connection, and this is about two people that really have fiery energy for one another, or could be a person that has a fiery energy about a business or anything else, but you come to a point where it's time to commit, and that's what the Prince of Daggers underneath is saying. It's like commit to these relationships that really feel good, that really feel good. Don't get swept up in the fire, but commit to seeing the truth about them. Then we get another two that comes out right after that, which is the Enlightened Relationship card in our deck, and it's clarified by the King of Cups, which is taking 100% responsibility for one's life, taking 100% responsibility. Then we have the Four of New Earths, which is really the most solid foundational relationship card we have. It's saying In every woman the goddess lives, and every man a god lives. And underneath is the Empress card, and it's number 18. It says to create. It's like create. The most important thing we can do is to create in our lives, and create from a place of, well, they're going to tell you right here, masculine desire, true masculine desire, true masculine desire. So this is the guidance card, the integrity card in our deck. It's about, there was a great read about 3 or 4 days ago about this wedding that I did with this couple, beautiful friends of mine. And it's always about 3 people coming together and working on something to make it better or make a situation better, or 2 people going to a third person and saying, hey, we'd like to commit to something. Can you help us do that? So it's about seeking guidance, about going out. It's about being in your integrity of your heart and doing what you feel is absolutely right. Then we have the Princess of Daggers coming out. That's an invitation underneath. It says, trust your magic. It's an invitation. A lot of times when you see the princesses like this, they've got medicine for you. So this would be very fast moving energy. It's like incoming truth bomb. You might not like it, but if you listen to it and you recognize it as an invitation to open up your heart and move past your ideas about perhaps what they're coming at, and look at them as the goddesses that they are, rather than the expression that might be coming out of the words, and look beyond the words, and you can have a happy outcome. And then something funny happened in the outcome. There was a Prince of Daggers is our outcome. He's about being committed to the journey. He's like the Princess of Daggers, also very fast moving. The princesses are moving quickly, right? You can tell they're upset about something, they're moving quickly, and the Prince of Daggers is like, hey, you got to commit to yourself, and I'm not going to put up with any stuff that is out of line with the truth. And you notice all these folks with swords have halos on them, because we're all innocent. Everybody in our deck is innocent. Everybody in the world is innocent, and that's the true vision that we want to take. So expect some turbulence, messages incoming this week, and it'll be an invitation for you to look at and see things differently. And with the Prince of Daggers, it's like to really commit to something, really be committed, commit to what? To your life purpose. And then something funny happened, which is this card was just kind of floated out in the background, the 2 of Daggers in our deck, which is all about coming to a crossroads and being conflicted perhaps, or having your actions and your words out of alignment. And it's also a card of, there might be somebody with some medicine. So what I'm seeing in this read is, and it's all about life purpose underneath. It's the New Perception card, which is, in the beginning of our life purpose, when we set out on the journey, we get ridiculed. And then after that, we have to face all these challenges, and we're not sure about ourselves. And then we've gone so far out that we have to finally keep going and going and going till we realize that we come to a place where we gain the nectar, no matter what other people's opinion. That's the life purpose. It's like really being on your purpose, really being clear about it. And this guy is saying, be committed to it. Be committed to it no matter what happens along the journey. You're going to get lost in your mind. You're going to come to these parts. But if you stay committed to your life purpose, then that'll stay in the background and you can keep moving forward. So I think this whole read is about keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. On the bottom of the deck is Saint Germain. He's all about the invitation to bring the ascended master realm, to bring the Christ light, to bring the I am presence into your life, cleanse your aura, and to ask for guidance, really ask for guidance through an open heart. And the clarification is, your destiny is seeking you. Trust your magic. Your destiny is seeking you, and you are seeking your destiny. Your destiny and your ideas about the destiny are lining up right now. And it really comes from being open-hearted and surrendering to the journey, All right, so 9 minutes on the clock. Let's get some wisdom cards out here, and let's just kind of see what the last message is coming out. Oh, wow. I forgot we've got all these new cards, so they're kind of, oh, this is a great read. Okay, so let's go back and look at it real quick, and then we'll send you on your way. Black sheeple. So underneath, behind everything, it's like underneath the foundation. We can't see it, we can't feel it perhaps, but it is like a message of, like a divine destiny. There's a divine destiny for all of us. All we have to do is align with it, says Saint Germain. Everybody's out there looking for their life purpose and whatnot. No, it's right in front of you. Whatever you are is where you are. Really make peace with where you are right now. When you make peace with who you are, then what happens is you're going to get a page of cups, a moment in your life where you're going to receive some good, compassionate news, and it's going to be something that makes you feel good, and it's going to be something just to expect it, that there's some message coming in, and there's an opportunity. But it is the Queen of Daggers back there, and sometimes the Queen of Daggers is not necessarily the most loving character out front. She has a loving message if you can weed through the directness of it. So then we have the Two of Wands, a lot of fiery energy and a connection. Truth ahead, be aware, and then behind it is the Prince of Daggers. He came up twice, remember, in the outcome now. So he's about being committed to the journey, no matter what. But you got to be aware of the truth of this thing. Then love our way through is the way through this whole reality, taking 100% responsibility. That's going to give us the relationships that we want, that are based in compassion and not necessarily. It's almost like when I go from a Two of Wands energy to a Two of New Earths, which is compassion. This is one of our new cards with the new suit in our deck, which makes it so amazing, is that I see growth here. I'm seeing a lot of growth. This is saying somebody's going to get something out. Somebody's going to get something out in a message about morality, about right or wrong. Maybe something they did or something they said that they don't feel good about, or something that, have that situation reversed. There's a truth ahead. It's coming in from maybe a hot connection, and it's coming in fast because it's coming in with the Princess of Daggers. Somebody's committed to delivering the truth ahead. So now we evolve into the next two, which is the more of a compassionate, like really loving connection that is all about giving back and, being a lighthouse for the community, taking 100% responsibility for life, and love is our only way through. So I think there's a shift there. It's like somebody's still relating to somebody or with an image in their mind that's ancient, but this person has evolved. So if we give everybody the opportunity to evolve in between the times that we see them, and we forget about the past and we open up to what they can be in this moment, then everything can change. Everything can change, because it's really up to us to see every single person as a god or goddess. And that's what the Four of New Earths is about. So the Four of New Earths and the Six of New Earths, we put those together, the four and the two, we get six, which is the compassionate enterprise cards that came out yesterday. So the Empress is underneath, and when we get the Empress card, we always have to pull an Empress card from the deck. So here's an Empress card. The Empress is in the background, and it's number 9. It says, a miracle has happened. A miracle has happened. So a miracle has happened in our vision, in the way that we see world. A miracle has happened. The number 9, that's a completion. It's about creative. It's about we create in ourselves the pathway that is laid down before us by learning how to respond to life in a way that gives us harmony and joy and peace. But that is our creative power. That is our creative power. And the card that came out with that is one that says, in all ways, it is your choice to go with the flow of the goddess or not, to go with the flow of Mother Earth and nature or not, to go with the flow of the entire universe of creation. Go ask the trees their wisdom guide. So this would be great. The weekend's coming up. Get outside, get in the trees, seek some guidance, get quiet, and work with the number 9, which is a miracle has happened. A miracle has happened. And in that miracle has happened, we all of a sudden find ourselves in a place of true masculine desire. Now, that was the 6 of New Earth right there. That's the 6 right behind it. And what it talks about is taking the masculine desire for control, sex, fame, riches, that kind of thing, and bringing it up to the heart and using the true masculine desire, the divine masculine desire, to stand before the altar and really seek guidance, really not try to do everything on your own, and really look at how can I benefit others and how can I benefit the people that I'm committed to. And it's okay if I'm a fool for love, because that's what got me to the altar in the first place. Being a fool for love is what got me to the altar. Maybe that altar, I forgot what I made commitments to at that time. But if I'm really honest with myself, the more I seek higher guidance, the better off I am. Then we've got all these more daggers that start showing up, all these more. My English, I get so excited, I can't remember good English. The Princess of Daggers coming up, and that's like truth bomb coming from, something about from the feminine is coming in. It's coming in fast. They're moving. They're innocent, but they might be a little hot under the collar. And if they got medicine for you, they got medicine for you. But it's an invitation, says Saint Germain. This is twice now Saint Germain has appeared in the read. It's an invitation to open your heart. It's an invitation to open your heart to the medicine that's coming in, because compassion is success and success is compassion. And that's what we want to do, is we want to reframe our ideas about what success is. Success is loving ourselves. Success is loving ourselves so deeply that everybody in our midst is loved because of it. Then the outcome, we talked about it. We had this Prince of Daggers who's all about being committed. It's like quickly the princesses of daggers rush in with this truth bomb, and the Prince of Daggers like, hold on a minute, commit to yourself, slow down. And, we don't have to speed. We can deliver with efficiency, but we don't have to be necessarily so fast. And I don't necessarily have to listen to a projection coming out the other side. And so this is about being careful with what you engage in, because, there is a conflicted mind in the background. And it's all about our life purpose. Well, what is our life purpose? Everybody wants their life purpose. What's my life purpose? Your life purpose is the same as mine, is the same as everybody's. Everybody has the same life purpose. The same life purpose is to see life clearly and be committed to the journey. And no matter how many times our conflicted mind comes up, to return to our commitment, which is to love one another, to love. Now, we each have a different mission in the way that that's going to come out. And when we find the mission, we've made it. So you've made it, says the Prince of Daggers. You've made it. You've achieved something. And that's what's going to happen in this new moon in Taurus. It's like, be slow way down, folks. Enjoy the time that you have with yourself. A miracle has happened. Take that into your day and believe it. Go into the trees. Get really quiet. Say, you know what? I don't know how necessarily. I don't need to know how. But a miracle has happened because I deserve it. I'm entitled to it. Because what I want is peace. Peace in my life. And on the bottom of the deck, Saint Germain says, don't worry about your destiny. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about your destiny.